top-notch lads. But Shame is here, and welcome back to Universe Sandbox. Now, in case y'all are wondering why my camera looks so out of place, well, it's because of the tripod of which I used to record my trip to the Spencer shops. Apparently broke because it got crushed underneath all of my equipment from my Xbox. So because of that, I am actually now using an old digital alarm clock and a Mountain Dew pop can to basically hold my phone up like this. Yeah, I'm not that professional. But however, I will get a new tripod eventually. But anyway, the point of this video is to listen to the sound of our planets. And as y'all can see, we are in the solar system, and this is the sun. Now, I am going to turn the volume of the sounds all the way down. Okay. So, alright, so y'all, this is the sun. This next planet that y'all are about to listen to the sound of is the smallest planet in the solar system with an unbelievably huge core. This is Mercury. Up next, the hottest planet in the galaxy, Venus. This is Earth, our home. Everything you have ever known, every person you have ever met and talked to, we all live on this tiny rock, floating in the solar system. And this is what Earth sounds like. probably don't believe me, but our moon also makes sounds. This is the sound of our moon. Next up is the red planet that will soon colonize in the future, Mars. This is what Mars sounds like. This next one is the king of all the planets. This is the sound of Jupiter. The famous gas giant. This next one is by far my favorite of all the planets in our solar system, Saturn. But you guys have been warned, Saturn sounds like a demon. So this is the sound of the ring gas giant Saturn. And this is the sound of Saturn's rings, which are made up of millions of tiny particles of rock and ice. This is the sound of the rings of Saturn. do not, repeat, do not take this out of context. This next one is Uranus. It's not Uranus, because that just sounds so wrong, which that's the reason of why this planet is at the center of lots of space jokes. So just call it Uranus. And this is the sound of Uranus. And this is the sound of Uranus's rings, which are made up of tiny particles of ice and dust. This is the sound of the rings of Uranus. This second to last one is the other gas/ice giant Neptune, which both it and Uranus have only been visited once. Uranus was visited by the Voyager 2 spacecraft in 1986, while Neptune, meanwhile, was visited by Voyager 2 in 1989. So, it's going to be a long time before we go back to these two planets. Anyway, this is what Neptune sounds like. This final planet is the one that's the farthest outside of the solar system, in a region called the Kuiper belt. This poor little dwarf planet, called Pluto, was reclassified as a dwarf planet along with Eris and the other dwarf planets in the Kuiper belt in 2006. But New Horizons managed to get a up-close and personal first look at this little dwarf planet that's 3.6 billion miles away from Earth. So anyway, this is what a poor little Pluto sounds like. However, to give y'all an idea of what might be out there in space, this is what we should be fearing the most. This is a black hole. Black holes are made from when a planet or a star has so much mass that it collapses in on itself and either disperses or explodes in a supernova, which creates a black hole. Which the black hole's gravitational force is so powerful that not even light can escape it. And there's one right in the center of our galaxy called Sagittarius A star. But never mind Sagittarius A star, this is what the black hole itself sounds like. But once again, you have all been warned.